Some stories don't begin with fame or fortune. They begin with steam, rising from a roadside kettle, and the quiet rhythm of a humble life. He opened his tea stall at dawn every single day, not to serve tea, but to pour warmth into paper cups for a world too busy to pause. He never turned away a child. Some debts, he'd say, are meant to be collected in smiles. Years passed, faces changed, but one thing stayed, his little tip box. On it, a faded note read, "Tips of respect. Even 1 rupee is enough, if given with heart." Every day a boy stood nearby, silent, curious, watching. One evening, the boy stepped forward, trembling hands, 1 rupee coin. The Chaiwala smiled. "Today, I got my biggest tip." Time moved on, and so did the boy. Years later, he wore a suit, sat in boardrooms, signed deals with pens that cost more than a month's chai. But some memories don't fade with promotions. They wait in a paper cup. One morning, a headline struck his heart. The Chaiwala had passed away. No ceremony, no farewell. But some debts live in the heart. He returned to the street. The stall was gone. Only silence remained. In the corner, a rusted box, the same one. He picked it up gently, brushed off the dust, and whispered, "You invested in me. Let me return the interest." And so he built it back, not a stall, a tribute. At the grand opening, a banner read, "In honor of Babu Chaiwala." People came, not for the tea, but for the story. One boy stepped forward, barefoot, dropped a coin, just like he once had. The man smiled. This was his return, not in profit, but in peace. That night, a candle flickered by the box, and memories brewed again. He was never famous, never rich, but he made thousands feel like they mattered. The tip box, it overflowed, with 1 rupee coins and unspoken gratitude. A little girl smiled as she sipped her chai. She didn't know the story, but she felt its warmth. The man picked up a marker, wrote 3 words on the box, "Give with heart." And somewhere nearby, a child watched quietly, just like he once did. Because stories like these don't end, they ripple. Inspired by true acts of dignity. If this story moved you, share it forward. Vortex Momentum, stories that move the soul.